Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We're Sunday, October 26, 2025, and I'm here to do a general collective reading for you. It is a timeless read. I don't use the signs and I don't use the genders because it's all energy anyway. So you're free to switch the genders and the roles if you need to, or if you want to. Go right ahead, that's not a problem. Please just take what applies and only what applies in your story and your situation and leave the rest, okay? I love you guys. Thank you for all your love and your support and your, I don't know, you just make this a lot easier. All your love, all your stories that you share with me. I'm truly grateful. I love you guys. Anyhow, hopefully you're having a beautiful day. Hopefully you've had a beautiful weekend. Let's see where we're going to go with this read. It's already the end of the month. I can't believe how fast time is going. It makes me think of, as I was shuffling the decks before this, things were coming out like somebody might be losing their job or something's not working out very well for somebody, and this time speeding up. It makes me feel like somebody's running out of time for something. You might be panicking. It could be you or somebody you know. I don't know. I totally get what they're going through. Or if it's you, I totally get it. It's like, wow, where did the time go? And it almost seems like the older we get, the faster time goes, right? It's ridiculous. I don't know if this is normal. I mean, I remember when I was younger, older people would say how fast time flies, but I'm really suspecting, I'm really wondering if there's something else going on. I don't know, something to do with CERN maybe. Those who know. Anyhow, let's see where we're going to go with this. Spirit, what's the message for the collective at this hour, please? What would you like to discuss with the collective? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. Thank you. Hope, 17, that's the star. Prayers are being heard. Someone's quite faithful. I just heard of the faith, so I don't know what faith that is. It's just maybe a believer. I don't know. Balancing something out. Somebody's praying. I'm really picking up this is prayers. Prayers are being heard. Somebody's praying for something strong. Someone's a prayer warrior. Somebody's prayers are strong because 1 and 7 is 8. It adds to an 8, which is strength. Somebody has a lot of, I guess, pull on the other side with their prayers. Yeah, rest and rejuvenate. Somebody needs to heal. Balance something out in their life. 4, that's the Emperor. This could be you or someone else. It doesn't have to be 4 as an Emperor. It could be a father. It could be a boss or a leader. It could be a male or female in that aspect, and or divine masculine energy, male or female, as a go-getter. Somebody that's authoritative. They have authority. They have power, spiritual or in the 3D or both, and they make the right decisions for everybody involved. They hold down the fort, I just heard. Very balanced, established, wise. Somebody needs to rest. Maybe they're healing, you're healing. Time is going by quickly, though. What the hell's going on? Could be a father. Maybe your prayers are being heard. Maybe you want to be a father. Positive movement forward. So it looks good so far. Very strong. You're coming out, if this is you, you're coming out very strong, or whomever you're dealing with. This could be communication, action, and or travel. There's movement forward. Maybe you were stagnating for a while. Maybe you didn't know what to do. You've made your mind up here. This is somebody this is very decisive, an action taker. No more suffering in silence. Maybe you're starting to socialize again. I don't know, not wanting to be alone anymore after being ill, after being unhappy, maybe somebody was hiding the truth from you after a period of unable to trust people or trust another, maybe. Being in the dark about something. Yeah, you're taking back your power. You're feeling strong right here. This is 1. This is magician. Conscious awareness, taking action, co-creating, and manifesting. You're feeling secure right now. You're laying you have a firm foundation, okay? You're stable. I just heard prosperous as well. Congratulations. You're putting down your foot. Okay, there's somebody who might be in the equation that's trying to thwart you or destroy things for you. I don't know what this is, but this is an action taker. You're very focused on what you need to do. Maybe you're building a stable environment, a stable home, whatever this is. And like I said, you might be becoming a father here. I don't know if you're a male. If not, I don't know. Some women have to take over father roles, right? Or vice versa, place it where it belongs. But I'm just saying, okay? Maybe some prayers have been heard. You now know what you need to do, and you're going to do it. You're meeting your own expectations. Okay. You could be a hard ass, you know, high expectations, blah, blah, blah. But you might be a Virgo for all we know, because Virgos are really tough on themselves. You might be a hard ass on everybody else, but you're even harder on yourself. This is Faith, 17. Where are we going with this? Thank you. Inferno. So you're walking through an inferno here. Chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. I did mention that, right? When I was shuffling the cards earlier, I saw somebody was going to lose their job. You got through it, or you are getting through it. Okay? Your prayers, you're a prayer warrior. Your prayers are being heard. Something to do with a reconciliation, harmony, resolving issues, and getting back together. So I don't know if this is an actual reconciliation or you're bringing your life back together, okay? It could be a reconciliation with another. It could be a father. It could be a father, baby father. It could be anything like that. You could be, or getting together with a baby mama. I don't know. I'm not really picking that up. I'm just saying, I'm picking up, you walk through some sort of, you're going through it or you have gone through it. Congratulations. Yeah, it's a push and pull here. Whatever this is. It could be a power struggle in a relationship or at work or friends. There's an imbalance here. Somebody was very stubborn, you or someone else. Something to do with planning. You have to get serious. Text, phone call, meeting up. So something to do. Could be children, visitations, okay? The inferno you walk through, maybe you lost your job, you can't support, I don't know, you can't pay support anymore. You got to balance things out now. Maybe you fell behind, I don't know. Remember, it doesn't have to be a male. It could be a female, something going on here. You would know if this is your reading, though. So you have to do something religiously. You have to be on the ball. Maybe you got behind in your bills, right? And now you're catching up with everything. You're reconciling. Maybe you found a new job, or maybe your partner lost their job, or you lost your job. Somebody's getting back on track, though. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. Somebody's going to pop up on you, showing up, or you're going to show up on somebody else. Surprise visit, reaching out and in person. So somebody might be reaching out towards you, whether on the phone, messaging, and or in person. After fighting, they want to fight with you, or this is a fight. Trust issues, one-sided, detached. Someone's thinking of you, crying, nostalgia, missing you. I'm not really picking up. I don't know why. It could be a reconciliation after a fight. You know, you broke up and you're not doing so well, and somebody wants to come back because of money problems. I don't know. It's not, pardon me. This is not a good reason to get back together, and I'm not picking up. There's something more to this. It could be a family or a friend or a roommate. But I'm not picking up a reconciliation with a partner. Somebody may want to reconcile with you, but I don't know if you're into it or not. It doesn't sound like you are. If this is a past partner, it doesn't seem like you're into it. You're not even thinking about that. You've got too much on your plate. Maybe the reason why you're going through it is because of a previous breakup. You just don't want to go back there. It reminds you of all the pain you've gone through, right? Unnecessarily if you get back together. You know what I'm saying? I just heard the fight of your life. I don't know what that means, whether it's actual you were threatened, if it's physical, spiritual, maybe, I don't know. Fight of your life, trying to get things back on track. I don't know. Where are we going with this? Faith, 17, and Inferno. So a lot of people, and we do speak in the world of spirituality about walking through the fire, being baptized by fire, meaning purified, right? You come out the other end way better, way better. Maybe that's also what's gone through, what you've gone through here. confusion, uncertain, unclear, and unsure. Yeah, you went through this or you're going through this right now. A very uncertain period of your life. Unsure, not knowing, very confused. Very insecure about your future. Or if this is a partner that you parted with, you went through it and you're just coming out the other end and trying to catch up with your bills and or your health, or you went through it. Yeah, rejection's God's protection. Remember that. Abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fear. It could have triggered you, or this is some of you. Maybe abandonment was a trigger. It was something you needed to overcome, and because you went through this on your own, which we have to do, all our lessons are on our own. We have to learn them by ourselves. Nobody else can do it for us. It's helped you to reconcile and to balance out your fears here, put it aside and know that you are in charge of your life. You're able to do this on your own. The divine equips each and every one of us with the ability to provide for ourselves and our family, to overcome, no matter what it is, okay? We have the tools within us. We always have it. We always have had it, and we always will. And I think you're finding this out. Somebody could have abandoned you with kids or not with kids or with bills or something. It was a fight of your life. I don't know. Yeah, commitment. You have to commit yourself now. This was a commitment. A marriage, promises, and fidelity. The possibilities were endless, where you could go, free-spirited, adventure, and risks. You could be a divine feminine, or somebody else is coming into your life. That's a divine feminine energy, or maybe you're balanced between your divine masculine and divine feminine. You could be a divine feminine. You just took back your power. I don't know. Place yourself where you fit. Okay? You've committed yourself, to healing, possibly overcoming, and you now see the possibilities where life can take you, because you're in charge of your life. Nobody else is. You make those decisions. You know what you're capable of. Maybe at this point you didn't know your talents, what lurks beneath the skin. I know for myself, I didn't know. This reading cards on YouTube took me by surprise, and maybe this is something else for you too. Whatever it is that you're meant to do is going to take you by surprise. You find your strength while you're on your knees, where you think you can't go any further. You don't know what to do, and then boom, something happens. It often happens like that. Not always, but it does, okay? And it's all because of faith. Keep the faith, right? Congratulations. I'm feeling something really good for you. Like I said, I don't know why, but I'm not picking up. It could have happened recently. I don't know. This reunion, somebody wanting to reconcile with you. The past partner that harmed you, put you in harm's way, or tore your world apart may want to come back. I don't think you want them back, though. I could be wrong, okay? So forgive me if I am. So we have faith. Oof. Okay, thank you. Archangel Michael walked in. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful to you. I love you, too. He sends his love. Okay, I gotta take my sweater off now. He packs a wallet. 1333 when I look down. Wow, when he walks in, you know that's his calling card. Your face goes on fire. Your ears and your face. Nothing else. It's the weird part. It's just your face and your ears. That's his calling card. For me, anyways. It might be different for you, for other people, but for me, he's so powerful, though. You know, he is this. Well, look it up. You'll find out why he radiates heat. Okay, so we have faith, 17, inferno, confusion. Where are we going with this place? Okay. He just said, I want them to know. What do you want them to know, Archangel Michael? Where are we going with this place? Okay, babe. You said, I want them to know you can do this on your own. Okay, so I'm on the right track. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, this came out in reverse. There's not going to be a reconciliation. Maybe you're going back and forth thinking, maybe I should reconcile with them because it would be easier financially, or with the kids, or whatever this is. If it's a business, it'd be easier to take them back than to not, you know. There's not going to be a reconciliation. I told you, there's not going to be a reconciliation, repair, cure, understanding, and concession. You're very confused. I get it. Yeah, this is a breakup. Okay, walking away, separation, and end. No back and forth with this one. Rejection is God's protection. You need to rest, okay? You need time to think. Maybe things are so busy right now. You're scrambling. Pause, journey, new beginning. Maybe you're afraid of starting something new, afraid of what's coming around the corner. We all are, okay? But it's got to be better than this, because this is not for you. Something else is for you, okay? Maybe they're threatening you, or maybe you're under threats of money, losing money. Maybe they threatened your life in the past. I'm picking that up, okay? Could have been a bit of violence. Privacy is being breached or something like that. Just doesn't sound, yeah, single. You're good on your own. Isolation, independent, and alone, okay? Do your healing. This is where you get in touch with yourself and you find out what you're capable of doing, where you belong. Don't be afraid to be alone. After a while, you get used to it. You actually enjoy it. You start to find out who you truly are. Plus, you need some time to heal. If you're the type that goes from one person to another, you don't give yourself enough time in between relationships, you're not healing. Okay, I can guarantee you're not healing. And you're bringing the past into your new, okay? It does tend to follow, okay? So this is something to do with depravity, tyrant. You could have been with a tyrant. They're spying on you. They caused a lot of misfortune in your life. Something to do with seduction. Yeah, nothingness here. Maybe you feel nothing for this person. Maybe they feel nothing for you. I don't know. This is the end of whatever this is. It's meaningless, okay? They put you through unnecessary chaos. Okay. When the cat's away, the mice will play, I just heard. So somebody could be cheating on you all the time, or they do some really nasty stuff behind your back. Something to do with sorry, I'm sorry, the unspoken apology, eternal regret. Maybe this is you or them. You thought about this, you chewed, you mulled it over, you've deep thinking now, you're remembering things, I don't know. You're remembering things. Things are coming back towards you. Maybe, you miss them. You start remembering some of the nicer things that you experienced with this person. And I think on purpose, Spirit's sending you the bad times. A lot of making you feel what you went through, to remind you. Do you want to go back through that? I don't think you do. Whoever you're dealing with wasn't for you, okay? So we have Faith 17. You need to heal. You need to balance out your life, okay? You don't need other people. You're just putting a Band-Aid on the problem. Inferno, confusion, reconciliation, and reverse. That came out 9 of Wands. You got to let this go. You got to let this go. They're bringing you down. They want your guard to come down so it can just come swooping in and just disrupt your life after, I don't know how long it's been since you've been without this person. But obviously you've done some thinking, some healing work. It's all for nothing if they come back. It's going to get worse, and it's going to take a longer time to detangle from this situation, okay? Maybe another lifetime. I don't know. Everybody's story is different. Where are we going with this, please? Yeah, this is not a happy home. I just heard 4 of Wands reverse. They're non-committal. They destroy your stability. They throw you off track. Maybe you lost a home. Maybe you're homeless. I don't know. No reconciliation. Okay? Listen, I'm not telling you. You got to search your own soul. Okay? Because somebody's narcissist, sociopath, or psychopath. King of Swords, male or female, in the reverse. That came popping out too. You're not happy, hiding stuff from you. No healing here. Damn. You can't trust this person because they lie. They use and abuse, okay? And that's why Archangel Michael stepped in. They want you to know. They want you. He wants you to know. Where are we going with this, please? Call on him to guide you if you need to. That's if you want. He's here to guide you, protect you. You have to put in the work, okay? Yeah. They'll meet you. Put in the work. They'll meet you halfway, but you got to put in the work. You got to make that decision. Thank you, Spirit. Stuck. Somebody left you stuck. Unable to make decisions here. Afraid to make a decision. Afraid to move forward. Somebody doesn't want you moving forward. They could have left suddenly, or they could be showing up suddenly on your doorstep to destabilize you. Can't see the forest through the trees, I just heard. Not knowing what to do. 2 of Wands in reverse. Overarching energy, temperance, and moderation, balance, healing. Call on the angels. That was so funny. He walked in. The first card up is the overarching energy, angels. You're being guided. You're being protected. Okay? Somebody wants to reconcile with you. Because you let them go. Surrender this. Okay, surrender all your problems to God. This is illumination. This is seeing things from a different perspective. Overcoming. So the angels are here to help you overcome whatever this is. You got to let this go. Whoever this is holding you back. Now it's time to let go. No more sacrifices for this person or this relationship. Gotta let this go. Seeing things from a new perspective. No more time. No more wasting time. Knight of Wands. Yeah, they were holding you back. Whoever this is, they're abusive. Okay? Be careful. They get handsy. They're abusive. They're argumentative and combative. They feel entitled as a poser or a player. They get easily triggered. Or maybe they're trying to easily trigger you. Maybe somebody got arrested. Maybe they had you arrested for, I don't know, it's the place where it belongs, and you've had time to think about this, okay? They maybe trigger you on purpose so they can put you in jail. This sounds like a nasty person. Yeah, the Lovers, a third-party situation here. You're making a decision. They're holding you away from your higher level soulmate connection, or holding you back from making the proper decisions, from elevating if it's not another person. Because they're greedy and they're selfish. They want to keep you fighting so they can steal some money. So maybe if they are having you arrested, playing games with you that way, weaponizing the law against you. It doesn't have to be this way. It's just for some of you. While you're in jail, they're partying, using your home, maybe stealing your home. I don't know what this is. Your bank account. They know where you are, and they have free range. You know what I'm saying? If you have a business or something like that, I don't know. Some people are weird. Yeah, you need to heal. They're holding you back from healing. You're taking some time out to think. Strategize, contemplate. You're praying here. You need to heal. You want peace. Yeah, you got to take some action. It's conscious awareness now. You are manifesting. If you can imagine it, think it, you can manifest it. You're co-creating with the divine. It's time to take some sort of action here. The Magician and the Upright. You have all the tools you need. Something to do with a partnership, a friendship, or a lover. It doesn't have to be. It could just mean harmony in your life. Now, if you want a good relationship in the future, you need to heal. That's what I'm picking up. You know this. The sword is pointing downwards, meaning that you know the truth. You just haven't spoken it to yourself or taken any action on it yet. Or you're in the midst of taking some sort of action here. You need to focus on yourself, okay? And this person's trying to stop you from moving forward. There's no communication, no action here, no travel. This is bad news. Something backfired here. They're definitely trying to hold you back. Somebody wants you, yeah, holding you back is they're greedy and selfish. This is you are their stability. You know that you can't speak to this person. You can't go back to them. If you want to stay safe and sound here, okay? Somebody's greedy, holding back yet again, holding back. There's always fighting in the background. They get everybody else involved in your relationship. You want stability. This could be you or somebody else. Male or female, place the genders where it belongs. You're hardworking, abundant. You're very committed to what you do, committed to your relationships. This could be a husband card, doesn't have to be. It could be a female. You're successful, you're hardworking, you're abundant, and you're generous to a fault. Hardworking. This was a bad investment. Or if this is your partner, they want to look good. They look good on the outside. They're greedy and selfish, holding back from you. And you're suffering, whatever this is. Or this is you. You're going to have to hold back from this person. They're telling you not to invest back into this relationship. It's going to bring you it's going to get you. You're going to go nowhere fast with this relationship. It's the end of the line. You can't go any further with this person. Okay? You've lost too much money. They've stolen too much money. Have to relocate. Maybe that's what you were avoiding, relocation. I know. I hate moving too. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody's a glutton. They want it all for themselves. But this is also material change. They were very materialistic, okay? Wish fulfillment. They want you to come back. So it's somebody that wants you to come back to make them look like this King of Pentacles, that they're successful, to keep the look up. They're greedy and they're selfish. They're holding you back from what's rightfully for you. Or they want you to come back so you can keep paying for them. I don't know. It's time to cut your losses. 8 of Cups in reverse. 9 of Cups. 8 of Cups is de-evolving here, okay? You might have children involved. 6 of Cups beneath that. Somebody's feeling nostalgic. Yeah, this is all about money. Opportunity, paying the bills. You come back, then they have this money. They have this stability, right? It's all about opportunity. 9 of Swords. This is not wish fulfillment. This could be you. You're scared. The worst has happened. This is a nightmare. So if you come back and you start paying the bills again, they have no worries. That's what it is. 9 of Swords in reverse. They can breathe easy. Or this is you. You can breathe easy. Maybe you're thinking about getting back together with them because things are hard financially. I don't know. Place yourself where you belong. But it's not a good enough reason to get back into a relationship with somebody that is not for you. I don't know. You got to rethink these things. Yeah, you're thinking somebody's out there feeling sorry for themselves, grieving and regretting. It could be you or someone else. Feeling left out in the cold. They're ignoring you. You're ignoring them. Yeah, somebody's sorry for what they've done. Grieving a child. Somebody's innocent. Or they're grieving. They have to apologize to you. They were jealous. They were promiscuous. They were jealous, male or female. They could be a bully. They're very abusive. Very angry all the time. Never happy. This is a happiness hater. I don't know about you. I don't want somebody like that around me. They're going to apologize for losing their shit, for being jealous, whatever this is, right? I don't know. It's all over the place. Yeah, seeing through the illusions, breaking free. You broke free. They're mad that you broke free. You distance yourself and detach. They can't attach themselves, reattach themselves to you. You're not toxic. You're not karmic. You don't want drama in your life. They can't make you dance, monkey dance here, okay? Why is this 6 of Cups beneath that? They can't use the children if there's children involved. They can't dangle that in front of you, use that against you. Maybe you've already gone to court or you are going to court. Now they're regretting. Oh, they're reassessing their strategy here. So if they're using children to try to get you back, it's not going to work. And they're angry. They're mad. Yeah, they were talking shit about you. They could have been very promiscuous, or they claimed you were. They got to drop that now. They can't hang that false narrative on you, especially if you're divine feminine energy. This was unwise counsel. Maybe they lost their counsel. They didn't see this coming. They didn't use their intuition. Lack of awareness and clarity. Or they were talking mad shit about you. The secrets are not coming out. This is a lot of competition, conflict, fighting, jealousy. Okay, a lot of fighting. The High Priestess in reverse is a nasty person. could tend to be a nasty person, okay? Male or female. They love the drama. They thrive on drama. They fight. They compete. They talk shit. They're very petty and cruel. Some also may be promiscuous a lot. They want you to compete, be part of their harem, and or, you know what I mean? Schmexual things. Or they accuse you of having schmecks with everybody you talk to. You know what I mean? Whether you do, you know them or not. Yeah. Somebody has casual hookups or they accuse you of it. It's just somebody that's very insincere. They're wearing a mask all the time. They don't want you having friends. They give you nothing, this person. They don't support you in any way. Yeah, they keep doing something over and over again. They keep repeating the same bad pattern of behavior. It's getting old. They are refusing to change. This is resistance to change. It's not going to end. It's not going to end well if you go back. This is a permanent, profound ending. You're both being challenged here, okay? Because things are changing. Maybe you're both creatures of habit. You don't like change. You like to feel stable and secure. I get it. Me too. But sometimes that change is forced upon you. You have to do what you have to do and put your past hurts behind you. Maybe you're going through a dark night of the soul, 5 of Cups in reverse. I get it. Now you see the truth, though. Okay? You're going to have to let this go. You see the truth. You see it clearly for what it is. You're no longer in denial or mentally conflicted. It's over. You got to let this go. This is fated, okay? It's change. You need change. This is the judgment. You're making the right decision. This is awareness. This is a aha moment. It's a spiritual awakening and or a wake-up call for you. Somebody wants to come back. They're sad. You're sad. Somebody's superficial, selfish, guilting you. I get it. This is emotional blackmail, emotional intimidation. Is that a word? They're manipulating you emotionally. Okay. Truth and clarity, speaking the truth, setting boundaries, and cutting people and things out that no longer belong in your life. Or this is a lawyer, male or female, place the genders where it belongs. You're not mincing words. You're speaking your truth. This is your justice, or this could be a judgment in a court of law. Congratulations. You're opening up emotionally, or whomever you're dealing with was malicious, ruthless, and careless, and cruel. It could be a drinker, don't have to be. They're in their emotions right now. The truth is out. You're facing your fears. You're facing your shadow and the truth. Somebody's speaking the truth. Somebody got caught. They have to come clean about a family. They're not getting away with this. You're happy. Whatever this is, you're going to wind up happy here. 10 of Pentacles. Happy family. 10-10. There's completions here. Long-term stability. So where you are, you got to let this go. It's not going to go anywhere, okay? You have to speak the truth to yourself as much as to the other person as well. You're facing your fears. You are going to have a happy family, a long-term stability here, but you have to take care of this first. You need to heal, okay? It's not working. It's not going to go anywhere. There's no discipline. Whoever this person is, they're not working. It's not going to go anywhere, okay? They're just holding you back. You need an equal give and take. You need a relationship that's equally yoked. Balanced, right? They're giving and receiving potentially with other people. You don't need this. You don't want to let it go because you don't see what's coming down the pike, right? In the future. But you got to let it go. You do. It's not going to go anywhere. This person is just holding you back. Holding you back from wish fulfillment. From balance. From being healthy. Congratulations, okay? So it's just hammering it home. Maybe, I don't know, I can't speak for you. I don't know who you are. Archangel Michael stepped into the room to let you know you're not alone. Call on them. They will guide you. You have to do the work, though, okay? So your prayers are being heard. You're being watched over. You can heal. You will heal. You need to heal. You need to bring balance back to a situation. You're taking back your power here. Male or female, doesn't matter. You need to balance this out. You need a firm foundation, and it's coming. That's what you do deserve, but you have to deal with this, okay? There's a breakup, walking away, separation, and end. There's not going to be a reconciliation here. It's not recommended, although you could do whatever you want. This is your life, okay? There's a lot of confusion. You're confused because you're feeling uncertain, unclear, and unsure. Rejection is God's protection. If they rejected you, if they've mistreated you, well, that was unfortunate. I'm sorry you went through that, but that is in itself, it's an indication that this is not for you. It is a sign. It is a message to you from the other side. This person's not for you. This situation's not for you. It's not going to get any better, okay? Abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fear. You've walked through the inferno. You're in the middle of an inferno. Chaos, job loss, everything crumbling. Or that's how you feel. Or this is them going through it, and that's why they want to come back. Or maybe that's why you're considering taking them back. There's a better way. That's all I got to say. I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you what it is. You got to go within and search your soul. Call on the angels. Archangel Michael's here to help. There's going to be a reconciliation. Somebody wants to reconcile because they're going through it. You or someone else. But is that really the smart thing to do? Harmony, resolving issues, and getting back together. Is money the reason why you should get back with somebody that's abusive like this? It's not there for you. You can't trust them. I don't know if they've cheated, possibly. I don't know. But it sounds like they're violent maybe, or just nasty. Even if it's not physical, it's emotional, it's mental, it's verbal, it's psychological. That affects you. It affects the kids too if there's kids in the picture. I don't recommend you go back. But again, I can't tell you what to do. You know what to do. Okay? Okay. This deck's calling out to me for some reason. How else are we going to end this, please, Spirit? What is the parting message for the collective at this hour? What would you like them to know, please? It was in reverse. Okay, paranoid. Drop the paranoia. Cautious, insecure, and guarded. You're done feeling like that. This person makes you feel cautious, insecure, okay, and guarded. Scared. That's what it sounds like. So drop the paranoia. Or maybe this person's paranoid, and because of that, you can't live. You're walking on eggshells. Okay, put up your boundaries. Keep them up. Disrespectful enough is enough, and defend yourself. This person's karmic, them and their friends, third parties, haters, lessons learned. This is something you need to get over here because they're always partying, nightlife. Yeah, you're going to have a glow up. New opportunities, new career, and successful business. Okay? Maybe that's why they want to come back in. There's enough. There's distance here. Put the distance even further here. Divorce, ghosted, separation. Somebody's gossiping about you. They're nosy. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know if you're going towards a divine masculine. Maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe you are this divine masculine, or maybe you're going towards this divine masculine. The possibilities are endless here. You went through chaos. They're trying to cause chaos in your life because they're a narcissist. And they burnt the bridge. Okay, you didn't burn this bridge. They did. They're feeling salty, bitter, okay, envious of your life because maybe you're doing very well. This is in reverse. Yeah, you're not shattered over them any longer. Wow. Yeah, you've taken the time to recharge, or you need this time to recharge. Breathe, let go, and clear your mind. It's a new day, a new dawn. You're not daydreaming. You're not all up in your head, confused. Maybe at one point they were, feeding you a load of crap, making you believe in this fantasy of you and them. Yeah, they wanted cheap thrills here. That's all they're into. They're envious. They're two-faced. And they're facing consequences. Let them face them. Okay? This one's in reverse. They're trapped, feeling trapped. They wanted to trap you. Something's happening today, by the way. I just saw the today card. One more. They're not soulmates. That was in reverse. You're not twin flames. You can't have a friendship with this person. Or romance. This person's there only to hurt you and take you off your path. Depending on what everybody's meant to do in their life, their calling, their purpose. Some might seem like they have more important things that they're meant to do, and some aren't. Depends on what you look at. Everything's important. Everybody's job is important. But oh, Stinky don't want you doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? So he's going to send these low-vibing karmics. And we've all been karmic, okay? So it's just what we call the whomever you're going up against in tarot, okay? But they send these low-vibing karmics because they are low-vibing at this moment. Hopefully they'll raise that up, do better, and to thwart you, to get you off path, right? They're just puppets of old Stinky. Balaam, sometimes it's better to be invisible than to be seen. Balaam will help you avoid the eyes of others. So yeah, they want to know what you're doing. So the divine, your spirit team are blocking them from seeing what you're doing and who you're doing it with. Horus, enemies will not be able to bring you harm. They will find themselves destroyed by the fire of Horus. Wow, fire. They're walking through the fire. So it's them walking through this fire, not you. Furcus, your ability to see into the future is strong. You must not be afraid to look. So that's a 17. You're spiritually high ranking, maybe. You're divinely protected. You could be in your north node. They can't touch you. You're divinely protected. Phoenix, you are the Phoenix rising. There's the fire again. You walked through the fire. You went through it boldly, I heard. Wow. Congratulations. This is the moment for rebirth. Do not be bound by your past. Find yourself in the future. That is why Archangel Michael stepped in. You might be feeling a little confused, maybe going down memory lane, feeling nostalgic, thinking maybe we could get back together, maybe we could be friends. No, you are the Phoenix. Keep going. Okay? Do not be bound by your past. Find yourself in the future. Bathan, travel, movement, and transportation are influenced by Bathan. The journey will be swift and will also be successful. You're there. You're almost there. Okay? And Gushian, ask your questions. The past, present, and future shall be revealed. Let go of jealousy. Maybe you got that jealous streak in you. We all do. Okay? And Valak, hidden dangers may yield unexpected good fortune. These should be discovered naturally and without force. So you're scared. You're scared of the future. You don't know where you're going to go. You don't know how you're going to do this. Hidden dangers may yield unexpected good fortune. So you might feel like, oh, I'm in a dangerous territory right now. I don't know what's going to happen. That's where you find your strength. When you're on your knees, when you think you can't go any further, that's when you find more strength, right? You can discover this naturally and without force. Congratulations. That's like everybody, me included. I had to find out where I belonged. I didn't know what the future was going to hold, how I was going to support myself, who was in my life, who was, you know what I mean? There was much wrong. I knew what was wrong in my life. I just didn't see what was right until I opened my third eye and I opened myself up to listening, really listening, not just to me, and not just to people in my life in the 3D, but I opened myself to listening to God and my spirit team, and they led me through this. And you shall get through this too. You just need to open your eyes. Stay calm. Maybe that's what you need to quiet yourself so you can hear them. You can be led by them. Okay? You got to shut out the noise and trust and believe this world is noisy. It is noisy. It's meant to be that way so we don't find ourselves. You know, Stinky, he owns the world. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations. It looks good for you. Not so great for the other person. Don't listen to their histrionics. Don't listen to their threats. Don't listen to their super sweet compliments that they don't really mean. You know what I mean? Speaking with forked tongue. There's something in it for them. I love you guys, and until next time, take care.